What's in a name? It's legacy, it's history, it's respect. And this season, names become legend. This is passion, this is power, this is our culture. This is Newcastle, Bristol, Caledonia, Sheffield, Plymouth, London, Manchester, Surrey, Cheshire, Leicester. This is basketball. So know our passion, our power, our culture, know our name.
Welcome to the British Basketball League. Teams up and down the country compete against each other to be crowned British Basketball League champions. We're here to break it down for you, so let's get to it. Each team can have 5 players on the court at any one time, but can sub players on and off throughout the match. Players can shoot for 2 points by attempting a shot from within the 3-point line, or go for 3 points by shooting outside the 3-point line. Free throws are worth 1 point each, and these are shot from the free throw line. Each basketball game is made up of 4 10-minute quarters and can never end in a draw. If the teams are equal on points at the final whistle, we go to overtime. Any fouls or violation of the rules results in possession of the ball being turned over to the opposing team. The attacking team has 24 seconds to take a shot, otherwise a shot clock violation will occur. Once the offensive team crosses the center court line, they cannot go back into their own half. Doing so will result in a backcourt violation. To move the ball around the court, players can pass or dribble. And if a player stops dribbling, they can't just start up again. Doing so would result in a double dribble violation. Travelling is another violation that could see your team turn over possession. This happens when players move with the ball but without dribbling. The only exceptions to this are pivoting with the ball upon possession or taking 2 steps after dribbling. Now lace up your sneakers, take to the court, or come join us in the crowd. This is the British Basketball League. Know our name.
And a very, very warm welcome to everybody watching here on the BBL YouTube channel, whether it be live or on demand, for the BBL Championship game here at EPSV tonight. The hometown team, Cheshire Phoenix, taking on the newly crowned BBL Cup champions and the team that's top of the league currently, the London Lions. Definitely the team to beat, that's for sure. But a weekend of contrasting fortunes for these two teams. As we've seen the first part of the weekend, it's been back to trophy action, with Phoenix successfully defending their title, or the next round of their title campaign, with a big win down at Surrey, in Surrey Sports Park last night, where they beat them. And one of the surprises of the weekend, it's been a weekend full of surprises in the trophy. Friday night, the London Lions got knocked out by the Caledonia Gladiators in an attritional game. We'll have a little bit more of that in a little while. As you see the rosters up on the screen there, you see the full rosters, but by no means a full roster for either side here tonight. As far as the Phoenix are concerned, they're going to be without the services of their skipper, Larry Austin Jr., who's tweaked his hamstring last night down at Surrey. So he's taking a rest, I think precautionary more than anything tonight, as far as that's concerned. And although the London Lions are stacked, you can see there's quite a few names missing off that list as well. No Sam Decker tonight, no Visoku, no Quealy, no Taylor. So still a big prospect, huge task in hand for Coach Thomas. And we'll wait to see which starting 5 Coach Ryan Smith puts out for this. And I managed to catch up with him a little bit earlier on, speaking to him about his European campaign and obviously tonight's game as well. I'm here with the London Lions coach, Ryan Smith. Welcome back to Ellesmere Port, Ryan.
Thank you.
And firstly, many congratulations on your Euro success into the next stages. You must be very proud, obviously, not only from a London point of view, but also flying the flag for British basketball as well.
Yeah, no, it's obviously a great achievement so far. Obviously, with 4 games remaining, in the Euro Cup, season, to be able to clinch a playoff spot in our first year doing it. I'm happy for our guys. Like, again, as a team and organization, there's been a lot of effort, a lot of travel, a lot of miles in games, and again, just an exciting time. And to your point, the support that we're getting, from around the UK, the BBL in particular, from coaches, players, fans. The outreach has been overwhelming, and to me it's exciting because again you're seeing where the game is going and the culture that's kind of being created within the British community basketball-wise. And again, we obviously got a long ways to go. Playoffs are in April, so we still have 4 games remaining in the Euro Cup before playoffs, and then obviously a lot of domestic games as well. So our goal is to try to be trending in the right direction and playing our best basketball when we get to late March, early April. So we'll see if we can continue that.
On your travels, have you noticed people probably sitting up and taking British basketball a little more serious as a result of your success?
I think so. I do. I think the first couple times, our first couple outings, I think no one really took us as serious, which is fine. Obviously, it's a new adventure for us, brand new team, brand new coach. So I think that's to be expected a little bit. And I think when we got to around November and started getting a few wins, especially consecutive wins, I thought it kind of alerted people a little bit. And then again, you can see the preparation even from the teams we played them in January and February. The preparation on their point, was a lot more. I think you could sense that. And again, our games have been really competitive. Even some of the ones that we've lost to some good opponents, like Hapoel Tel Aviv, Gran Canaria. Those are 2 teams that we've quite frankly got blown out when we played them, in the beginning of the season at their place. And then both those games we lost, they're 1-possession games. So again, just the improvements that we've made as a team. Obviously, there's no moral victories, but that's as a coach, like you want to be able to see consistent improvement, and I think we've been able to see that. But again, like I said, we're getting into the most important part of the season for everybody, right, domestically and European-wise. And so for us, it's a matter of being able to get and stay healthy, and then continue to play high-level basketball.
And then Friday night, bang, back to reality. What a level the sport is. Albeit obviously a weakened team. You took up to Glasgow but knocked out the trophy. How did that affect you all?
No, obviously it was disappointing. We kind of went into the trophy competition, kind of committed and playing our guys that don't get a lot of minutes. And again, I thought their effort, especially defensively, I was really pleased with. We just couldn't score, and it was kind of a brutal game, I think, for everybody to watch. But again, I was really proud of the effort that those guys gave. And for me, from a coaching standpoint, it was important to allow those guys to play in meaningful championship caliber games, where the game's on the line, and give them a chance to try to win it. Unfortunately we fell short, and hats off to Caledonia. But again, overall I was pleased with the effort. And again, it's unfortunate we're knocked out of the competition, but that's what happens in these one game, win or go home scenarios.
And a few bruised and battered bodies, I would imagine, from Friday night, because the referees let them play, didn't they?
They did. Yeah, actually, I was actually very happy with it. Normally sometimes the whistle's a little tighter in the BBL games, but it kind of had a little bit of a European feel for us as far as the level of physicality. I think our guys definitely embraced it. I think they also contributed to the low scoring affair. But no, I thought the referees did a really good job. I thought our players, both them and us, I thought embraced it and we were able to play through it. It was a fun game. Obviously, like I said, from a fan standpoint, probably a little yawning, but yeah, I thought overall it was a good performance from both teams.
And are you aiming to do the same to the Phoenix tonight? Obviously, spoil the party with obviously Phoenix winning and into the semi-final last night.
Yeah, no, I mean, congratulations to them. Obviously, the defending trophy champions. They got a big win yesterday. At Surrey, that moves them into the semifinals. But again, obviously for us, it's kind of back to the BBL Championship campaign. We want to continue to try to keep the gap that we have at the top of the table right now, especially as the FIBA window's coming up. We've got 3 games this week. We play obviously tonight. We play Tuesday, and then obviously again Sunday. So again, three games for us going into the FIBA window. And again, 1 game at a time. We know we've had success against this team so far this season, but anytime you play a team 4 or 5 times, to me that's where it gets a little bit more difficult. And you got to make sure that you kind of stay on edge, continue to go in and prepare the same way, which we've done. And again, a little low on bodies, but we've got enough in the tank, hopefully, to come away with a win.
Not quite at the stage where Robert's got to brush off his dust off his shoes yet.
No, not yet, but he's definitely he's getting it done in practice for us right now. So I told him, I said, if you've got 10 minutes left in you, you might be signed here pretty soon.
That's great. Thanks for your time, Ryan. Always appreciated. Good luck tonight. And great interview there, as always, with Coach Schmidt. He's very good value. And got a lot of information out of him, and wish him all the best again in their European travels later on this season. I say they've still got a few group games to finish off, but progressing into the next stage is huge for not only them, but as we said, for British basketball as well. So, from one coach that is in Europe to another one of the youngest and most successful British coaches in the league at the moment. Maybe he's got aspirations to follow in Coach Schmidt's European shoes in years to come, who knows. I'm talking about Coach Ben Thomas, the coach of the hometown team tonight, Cheshire Phoenix. I had a little chat to him earlier as well. I am with the Phoenix head coach once again, Ben Thomas. Still defending champions after last night's fine victory down at Surrey, booking your semi-final berth. How's that feel?
Yeah, really good. It was potential banana skin because their league position isn't the best, and we knew that was basically their season last night, so they were going to give it their all. But I think, especially in the second half, we really locked into the game plan and executed it really well. And like you say, we give ourselves an opportunity to defend the trophy for a little bit longer.
And with the results on Friday night, it's obviously blown the competition wide open. Now a home berth in the semi-final against Sharks. Fantastic opportunity to take the team and the fans to back-to-back finals.
Yeah, we can't overlook Sheffield though. Again, another team whose season at the moment hasn't been going to plan, but a huge win over Leicester on Friday night. So they're going to come in here whenever that game is, wanting to get themselves to a final as well. But that's obviously in the future, and we've got to just concentrate on the game in hand today.
That takes me swiftly, nicely on to the next question. Obviously, swiftly straight back to championship action. Your focus is, like you say, fully on that tonight. Is it be wary of the injured animal? Obviously, they've been a bit weakened over this weekend, and obviously with the result on Friday night, are you cautious of the backlash from them?
I mean, look, they're a deep side, so even with their sort of rotation guys, they're still a very good BBL side, and they competed with Glasgow, who made it a very scrappy game. So look, we can't take them lightly at all. We don't know who's going to be playing. We know that some of their first team players are here today. So until we see the starting five, we don't know who's going. So look, it's just about being locked in. There's a big game for us tonight, and we've just got to give our all.
Defence was obviously the key on Friday night, one of the lowest scoring games in BBL history. And I know you're something that you set your stall out with as well, which helps the Phoenix transitional game. Is that something that you're drilling into the guys to keep it tight and mirror Caledonia's performance on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, look, if we can keep them to 50 points, then we're going to be very, very happy. But, I think that was probably a one-off. I don't think they'll probably shoot the ball as badly as they did on Friday night. But look, yeah, defence is a key. Defending the paint, they're one of the best teams in the paint, mainly due to the way they play in the pick and roll game and stuff like that. So we know what we have to do, which is a case of going out there and doing it now.
And apart from obviously the victory last night down at Surrey, you've got to be pleased with your debutant, Amari Archibald. I'll get his name right. Solid performance, 10 points, 2 from 3 from beyond the arc as well in 14.5 minutes.
Yeah, really good. Like I say, he's still obviously only been in the country 9 days, 10 days now, so there's still a lot more to come from him. But yeah, he's settled in really well, and we expect big things. Tonight, without Larry playing, he's going to have an opportunity to really, get a few more minutes under his belt and show what he can do.
Great. Good luck tonight again, Ben, and thanks for your time as always.
Thank you.
So, as we say, very, very pleased Phoenix head coach Ben Thomas leading his team to the semi-final berth in the defence of their trophy. And as Coach Thomas alluded to in that interview, some of the big guns are back tonight for the London Lions as we look at the starting fives for the Phoenix. Maceo Jack, Marcus Evans, Jamal Anderson, Tajai Teague and Will Neighbour, who will be the stand-in captain tonight in place of Larry Austin Jr. for the Phoenix will start. And as we said, some of the big names back in for the London Lions. Tomislav Zubcic, Mo Soladi, Aaron Best, the London captain, Costa Koufos, and Wojciech Hubran as well. So, again, as Coach Thomas said, they defend very, very well. They've got the height, and certainly in Hubran, Koufos and Zubcic, they most definitely got the defensive capabilities covered with those three. Vast European experience between those three superb players. As we get things underway. And Teague manages to win the jump ball, and the Phoenix have the first possession. So some of the names missing for the Lions tonight. Marcus's first effort is no good. Jordan Taylor's out. He's having treatment on a hand injury. Maioni, knee injury. And the Cup final MVP, Sam Decker, he's out with a slight ankle injury as well. All going to be assessed in a week or two. Chatting to Coach Schmidt earlier on, more of a precaution more than anything as they come into the business end of the season. 3 games this week in the Championship, away at Surrey on Tuesday night, and playing again next weekend as well. Sorry, at home against Surrey on Tuesday night at the Copper Box. And obviously huge games to come in Europe. What a spin move at the other end by Teague. Unfortunately couldn't drop. Zubcic out to Best from the corner pocket, he's long, and Teague manages to get the rebound. So although they've got a lot of names out at the moment, Novi Soko as well for the Lions, as you can see they're extremely deep, and it looks like we might be in for another low scoring affair tonight. Neither team has troubled the scorer so far. As we come towards a minute and a half into this. Koufos down low, he's short. And Marcus Evans brings the ball back up for the Phoenix. Up to Anderson. Anderson inside to Teague. He's looking for options, he decides to go himself. Dishes it back out to Will Neighbour though. He gives it back to Teague. Teague drives in and loses control of it, and still the score remains at 0-0. Two minutes of this contest gone. Yeah, still long from Zubcic, and Marcus Evans back with the ball for the Phoenix. Whips it round just about to Will Neighbour. Neighbour hands it off to Anderson. Shot clock getting low again. 5 seconds. It's got to go. Now, and good move inside, but Teague couldn't convert. And Best with the ball again for the Lions. Zubcic at the top to Suluade. Suluade drives in, dishes off to Koufos, and he opens the score in just short of 3 minutes of this game gone, and London take an early one. Anderson goes to work inside, and a great drive in by Jamal Anderson to tie things up. Worked his way around Hubran really well and laid it in. Great strength shown by Great Britain international Jamal Anderson. Foul given on Will Neighbour. That's going to be his second. 2 picked up early doors for the former London Lion. Signed for the Phoenix from them from last year. He's taken an early seat, and Big Mike is in for the action. So Zubcic on the line for 2 shots. As we said, that game up in Glasgow against Caledonia Gladiators on Friday night. It was the 3rd lowest scoring game ever in BBL history, and the lowest ever winning score as well. 52-50 it ended up. It was a attritional game, and as I mentioned in the interview with Coach Schmidt, the referees let the players play. It was a bruising affair as well. There was no quarter after given, and albeit a low scoring affair, quite an enjoyable one from my point of view. It was really interesting to see that sort of game. Nice shot down low by Maceo. Jack ties things up at 4s. It was really good to see a completely different style of game, and obviously exciting at the end. Could have tipped either way. And the Lions, unfortunately, came off second best. Good hands in there by Anderson. Hrubrand manages to get it back. The shot's up. Oh, and a long 3 just before the buzzer. Wojciech Hrubrand. The first triple of the night. Marcus Evans, he's off. And Anderson picks up the ball, but he's out of play. And talking of triples as well, Caledonia won that game without scoring a single 3. 0 from 14 attempts. First time that has happened since 2008. So, all these stats courtesy of the man who knows, Mr. Dan Routledge, so thanks for that. Had a nosy on your Twitter page. It was the first port of call, and you see things like that happening, and he didn't let us down. So Luke Nelson in for Aaron Best, the first Lions substitution of the night as well. Anderson directing play. Oh, superb play by Jamal Anderson. Pointed the play for the Phoenix players, and it totally took the London defence as well. He pointed to the left, they all looked left, and left a huge gap right down the main street for Anderson, and he rammed it home. Teague. To Maceo. Back out to Jamal Anderson. Shot clock going low again. Over his GB teammate. And just on the back iron. Great play by Best. Soloarde into Luke Nelson. Wonderful reverse lay-in by Nelson. And extends the on a charging foul given on Tajai Teague. Zubcic took the foul. Maceo Jack taking a seat, and Amari Archibald making his first appearance here in front of the home crowd. So they had a solid performance on Friday night. 14.5 minutes he played in that trophy quarter-final game against Surrey. Finished on 10 points, 2 from 3 from beyond the arc as well. So, satisfying debut for Archibald. Now he has to do it in front of his home fans. Will Sharma into the action as well. He's in for Zubcic and Caboza as well. Oh, and a 3-point shot there from Luke Nelson. And a foul called on Teague. So, 2 early ones for Tajai Teague now as well. He had an early seat on Friday night. He got fouled out in the Surrey game. And he's picked up 2 early ones tonight. So, not the best of weekends for Taj. And Nelson's good with a bonus. And it extends the Lions' lead out to 9. 15 points to 6 they lead. 3.5 in this first quarter to go. Archibald whips it back out to Anderson. Anderson, nice fade. And a little teardrop, not enough on it. He managed to get the rebound, but couldn't get the putback either. Kaboza now for the Lions. Out to Nelson. Nelson drives in. It opened up for him there. But then Big Mike just closed the gap. Luke Nelson tries the triple. And a big rebound by Maceo Jack. Now Amari, Archibald for the Phoenix. Gives it to Jack. He drives in. Nice little stop and pop from Maceo Jack. Bought himself half a yard. That was enough. And just nice soft hands from on the baseline. Nelson. Oh! Well, whether that be goaltending or not, but Kufos followed up for the putback. Superb play from the London 41. Costa Kufos, he's taking a seat along with Mo Suluade. Aaron Best and Jonathan Comagan is into the action as well now for the Lions. Evans. Evans for the triple. That's long. Sharma boxes out Uchirobia well. Kaboza. Now Best for the Lions. An offensive foul. Josh Sharma. Oh, what's a harsh one, that? No real contact there. I understand why Coach Schmidt's questioning it still. And Josh Sharma still looks a bit bemused by it. Anyway, it's the Phoenix back with the ball. 150 of this first quarter to go. They trail 17 points to 8. And a foul by Bradley Kaboza this time, who looks bemused by that call. Evans now going to work on Kaboza, but dishes it back out to Archibald. Archibald with the triple, that's short. And Sharma picks up the rebound. Luke Nelson, nice no-look pass, but well, it was a nice pass, but intercepted by Anderson. Great Britain teammate, obviously wise to that. Seen that probably many a times, both on the training court and the game court. Marcus Evans all the way in. Corner pocket for Amari Archibald. It's his first home triple in a Phoenix vest. That started the home crowd. And a foul there called on Jamal Anderson. See, Maceo Jack finds Amari. Nice three from the corner. Anderson picks up his first foul. And Josh Sharma will go for his first visit to the free throw line tonight. First one wipes its feet, but is good. Only a 68% free throw shooter, and that's why he misses his second. Inside the final minute of this first quarter, Phoenix trail by 7. Archibald now gives it to Big Mike on the trail run. Great play by them two. And Uchirobia opens his account. Kaboza. Coach Thomas screaming for a carry call on Bradley Caboza there, and I can see where that call was coming from. And Comaghan wide open for the triple. And he was good with that. 6 seconds left in this first quarter. And foul there by Luke Nelson. .9 seconds left on the shot clock. Evans with the triple. No good. Maceo Jack picks it up, but it's no good. And that sees the end of the first quarter. And the Lions are in the lead by 8, 21 points to 13. So after no score for nearly 3 minutes, the points started coming in fairly consistent abundance. Luke Nelson leads all scorers currently on 8 points, including a triple there. Costa Kufos on 4, and for the Phoenix, Anderson and Jack on 4 apiece. You see Anderson strongly into the basket there around Hubram to open his scoring for the night. Nice little mid-ranger there by Maceo Jack. And Rubran as well. We saw that three-pointer. Just bought himself half a yard with that big step. Big jab step there. Took Anderson off his balance. Just opened things up for him. And that was that move by Jamal as well. Just directed traffic, pointed to left, and everyone looked left and just opened a huge gap in the middle for him. And Luke Nelson, I think that was his and one triple. Which was Tajai Teague. That was Tajai Teague's second foul. And there's the big putback by Kufos. Whether it had been basket interference or not is immaterial now. But a good solid start by the Lions here. Quietened this EPSV crowd. Very much the sixth man in recent weeks. Helped see the Phoenix over the line. A couple of games that's got a bit tighter than they probably should have done. As we saw last week against Newcastle. Held a 26-point lead at half-time. And a strong third quarter by the Eagles. Trimmed that down to 10 going into the final stanza. You just felt that they could have done it, but strong fourth quarter on defensive work by the Phoenix. Just held them. Had a few opportunities as well, Newcastle, to get it into single digits, but failed on every time. I think if they had done at any point, it would have been a different ball game. Phoenix prevailed 82-70 on that occasion. They've got the ball now with Big Mike at the top. Now back out to Anderson. Anderson inside to Archibald. He's not enough on it. And the Lions come out of it with best. Oh. And he loses control of that, kicks it out. And the ball straight back to the Phoenix. Mari Archibald. It's a Big Mike. And a foul there on the Subchic, who's convinced it should have been on Anderson. And of course, no basketball player commits a foul themselves. Always someone else. Marcus Evans now down low. He's running out of options. Over the top to Big Mike. Oh, that's nice play. Marcus Evans limited his options there, that's for sure. Big Mike helped him out of a hole. Nice little lob pass by Evans in the end. And put in by... And Coach Thomas towing the line there. He was convinced that ball didn't go out of play. And nearly an interception there by Jamal. Unfortunately, couldn't keep it in. We've got a camera angle on that line, have we? Could see that now. Best now for the Lions. He's off left. Anderson gets the rebound. Out to Marcus Evans. And he's back to Anderson. Maceo gives it back to Jamal. Jamal inside. And the foul again by Zubcic. And that was a clear one, as you can see. Anderson had the first step on him. Gets the first step on him and came in on the side, and that's going to be a foul every time. Substitutions for London Lions. Zubcic taking a rest. Kufos coming on. Soloardi having a seat. And I think it's Bradley Kaboza as well that's sitting down. Evans inbounds to Amari. And foul there by Best. Really in his face then. And that's 3 quick team fouls for the London Lions. Not even 2 minutes of this quarter gone. So one more and they'll be in the penalty. Evans going one-on-one. Just drops back. And the rebound there collected by Kufos. Gives it out to Best. He just steadies things down. Soloardi calls the play. Hubran. He's looking to go the long way round. Dishes out to Comagan. Comagan drives in. And a great defence there by the Phoenix. Big Mike just stood solid. And that's a brick wall that you run into there. You'll have felt that one, that's for sure. Archibald, lovely play. Over the top, he drove inside. And just a little teardrop by Amari Archibald. Brings the Phoenix to within 4 points and forces Coach Schmidt into a timeout. And the Lions have their lead trimmed to just 4. 7:26 of this second quarter gone. 21-17 to the Lions. As I said earlier, it's been a weekend of shocks as far as the trophy's concerned. The Lions, as we said, got beat by Caledonia on Friday night, 52-50. And also on Friday night, Leicester Riders went out at home by a single point to Sheffield Sharks. Another cracking game. And the Riders just fell short. So with the big 2 out, the trophy's been blown wide open. Leicester obviously missing the services as well on Friday of the star player this year, Justin Whelan. So Jordan's his brother. Yeah, big miss for him. Toe injury, I believe. I don't know how long he's out for. Hopefully not too long. And as I say, in a weekend full of shocks, the trophy quarter-finals were concluded this afternoon. And Division 1 Derby Trailblazers completed the trio of shocks down at the Plymouth Pavilions, beating them 99 points to 89. So they will now host the Caledonia Gladiators in their semi-final. So what a game that will be. It wasn't that long ago that Solent Stars made it all the way to the final and took Newcastle Eagles that year all the way into overtime as well. So could they be the second D1 team in the last few years to make it all the way? And beautiful play there by Walushe Amune. For the Lions, he opens his scoring for the night. He's one of the young Lion cubs, shall we say. Only 18 years old, I believe. Making a big impression so far. And a decent game on Friday night up in Glasgow. And it's Marcus Evans with the inbound for the Phoenix. Gives it to Archibald. Archibald, no good. Great tip back by Anderson. Amari Archibald gets it again. He drives a nice cross court pass to Anderson, but he's way too high off the glass. And Aaron Best picks up the boards. Best all the way in. Oh, good stand by Marcus Evans. Helped Jamal out there really well. Just stood his ground. Best had no answer to it. And it's Evans with the ball once again for the Phoenix. He goes round the big guy, Kufos. No good, and no foul called either. Phoenix both on the bench and on the court looking for the call. Nothing was coming. Soloade for three. Unmarked. All the time in the world to find his spot. And duly obliged. And the Lions extend the lead back out to 9. Biggest of the night. And Chabal gets fouled on the way in. And Ruban called. That's going to be his first. Aaron Best sitting down. Luke Nelson coming in. Jamal Anderson having a rest as well. And Tajai Teague back into the fray. Archibald with his first visit to the free throw line in a Phoenix vest. His first one's long. And he's good with his second, just well. Nothing but string that time. So just under 5.5 of this first half left. Phoenix trail 18 points to 26. Ruban to Nelson. Nelson over the top of Evans. Oh, and gets fouled on scoring yet again. This time it's only a 2. But the same result. Foul on Marcus Evans. And Luke Nelson will go to the line for the bonus once again. He was successful with his bonus on the last trip. That was for a 4-point play that time. And he's good with the bonus this time for the 3-point play. Archibald now for the Phoenix. And a screen there by David Ulf. Morey going all the way in. Gives it out to Maceo Jack on the trail run. Superb play by Archibald and Jack. And Maceo Jack lays it in. This time Soloade is short. Teague goes in at the other end. Oh, he's no good. And Coach Thomas pleading for a goaltend there. Nothing given. And Teague will go to the line for 2. Rattles the first one in. Opens his scoring for the night. He's not so bad from the line himself, 72% and 100% so far tonight. 2 from his first 2 efforts. Anderson about to come back into the play for the Phoenix. And a foul on the floor there on David Ulf. Marcus Evans taking a seat. Anderson back in, as I say. Hubran out to Nelson. Nelson from range. Oh, lovely from Luke Nelson. Another triple from him. Nonchalant stuff. Takes him up to a game high 14 personal. One of the best players in the league so far, consistently, game after game this season for me. Maybe not doing much of the spectacular stuff in and around the rest of his teammates, but absolutely solid, dependable, 100% guy. And I think he's got to be up there in conversations at the end of the season if he carries on that. Gone under the radar so far, but absolute pivotal, certainly domestically, as far as the Lions' success so far is concerned. So David Ulf on the line for the bonus. And he's good with him. Not the most prolific from the free throw line, Mr. Ulf, only 44%. But he's good that time with his 3-point play. And Luke Nelson left wide open underneath the basket. And David Ulf on the foul at the other end on Josh Sharma. That's his second. He'll take a seat. And Big Mike back into the action. So as we said before, Derby Trailblazers will entertain the Caledonia Gladiators in the first semi-final. And the second semi-final, I'm pleased to say, will be here at APSV on Sunday the 5th of March. Put that in your diaries. Originally it was down as a league game against Surrey. That's been scrubbed, so that game will be rearranged. And the Phoenix will entertain the Sheffield Sharks. We're hoping to make it back-to-back finals. Great work by Archibald. He's off. No good. And Nelson comes away with it for the Lions. Another 3 attempt by Luke Nelson. This time he's long. Anderson on the fast break. Gives it, looking to give it to Maceo, but Jack. But off the foot of Mo Salawade. Looking to thread the needle there to Jack. Salawade was wise to it and got his foot in the way. 3:09 of this first half left. Phoenix trail by 9. 34-25 down. Good work by Josh Sharma. Just getting his hand in that passing lane as the inbound came in from Jack to Big Mike. This time Big Mike just buys himself half a yard. Or a couple of yards with his big arms. And gets the ball cleanly. Archibald gets his way out of a double team there into Teague. Teague, strong drive in through the trees. And gets the and one. And the foul called on Hubram. That's going to be his second. Maceo Jack will sit down. Marcus Evans back in. Tajai Teague is on the line for his bonus shot. And he's good with that. So I think everyone's taken the and one tonight scored so far. Can't see any low scoring resulting. Offensive foul given there. Hubran absolutely apoplectic about that. And that's his third. So he'll take a seat. Belushiumi back in. I can understand in a way the coach's frustrations. As I said on the game on Friday night, the referees let him play, and I'm pretty sure a couple of the referees were the ones that at that game as well here tonight. And it was a blood and guts game as well, no quarter after given. It was all played within the rules, obviously, but certainly a lot more physical. But the whistle wasn't blown half as often, it seems, so far, at least anyway. And this is where the players have to adjust night on night. Oh, great fast break play by the Phoenix, and run home by Archibald. That was great awareness by the Phoenix players there. First by Ocharobia, who stole the ball initially, gave it to Evans. He saw that Archibald was away at the races, and he made no mistake with a one-handed slam. And he's looking to make his mark and become a favourite here at EPSV. And if I can hear the strains of Amore in the background, I think that's going to be played many times now between now and the end of the season. More importantly, it's brought the Phoenix back into this one. They're just 4 points down now with 2:17 of this half left. Here again we see that fast break. Superb opportunity there for him to bring the crowd to life, and he didn't disappoint. Shows his versatility both inside and outside. Unselfish player, but this time taking it for himself. And he's taking a seat after that. Maceo Jack back in. So it's 34-30 to the Lions. Just over 2 of this half left. And another carry call there. Let go by the referees. That's twice tonight. Big work in there defensively by so that's Marcus Evans' second foul. Phoenix now in the penalty. Josh Sharma off with his first. The natives are starting to turn on the referees as well now. And getting it from all angles. Sharma good with his second. Marcus Evans for the Phoenix. Big Mike looking for options, finds Jack on the wing. He finds Anderson at the top of the key for a triple, and he was left wide open. And again, he's another player that you can't give much of an opportunity to like that. He's been a big threat from beyond the arc for the Phoenix this year. Shows that reason why, and brings it to a one-shot game. Another foul called there this time. I think it's another one on Marcus Evans, is it? Oh no, it's on Big Mike. And substitution for the Phoenix. Teague takes a seat. Archibald back in. And Luke Nelson on the line for 2. Good with his first. and remains 100% from the stripe. 4 from 4 for Nelson this evening, and takes that lead back out to 4. Oh, 80 seconds of this first half left. Archibald. Right, with the big screen, Archibald goes round. Nice pass out by Archibald to Jack, no good. Sharma picks up the rebound. Nelson looking for the give and go from Solowadi, but it's a give and go to Sharma instead. Solowadi gives the ball back. Waluchiumi, he's short, and Maceo Jack gets the boards. Archibald now for the Phoenix. Nice screen there by Big Mike. Gives Archibald a chance to find that. Maceo Jack, who saw the gap, drove in, laid it in nicely. So we're down to a one-shot game again. 15 seconds of this first half left. Final play looking to be the Lions' way. A foul given there on Jamal Anderson. That's his second as well. And the referee looked to give that from the blind spot there for me. But still, that will take Waluchiume onto the line. And he's off with his first. As we said a few weeks ago, this could turn into a good foul. As far as the Phoenix are concerned, if he misses both of these, the Phoenix get the rebound at least, come away with it and manage to get the last shot off. Oh, he's good with his second. 9, 8, 7. Evans now driving in. That's beautiful play by Marcus Evans, and a goal-10 called. .1 seconds still left on the clock though. Nelson, quarterback pass up to Sharma, and Sharma, just about misses it. It goes around the world a couple of times. Waluchiume looked to tip it back in. I think if he had done, it wouldn't have counted anyway. It was after the buzzer, I should say. But what a finish to the end of the first half, where the Phoenix just 1 point behind now, 38-37. As we go into the half-time interval, the top scorer so far, Luke Nelson, on 16 points personal. He's the only player in double figures. So what a second half we've got in store. Go and put the kettle on. We've got some good VTs for you to see during the half-time interval. But when we come back, I'll be having a little chat to the Phoenix skipper, Larry Austin Jr., just to get confirmation of that injury as well. Make sure it's nothing too bad. And we'll just have a little catch-up with him as he leads his team into the BBL Trophy semi-finals. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Go and put the kettle on, but be sure to be back for what I'm sure will be a fantastic second half here at Cheshire Phoenix.
I started playing basketball a little bit later than the usual. I think a lot of people start when they're quite young, whereas I was almost 16. So I got into playing just at school, really. There was a tryout at school, I got involved, and I've never really looked back. I think when I was younger, I was so hard on myself that I was scared to make mistakes, whereas I think looking back, I probably could have just relaxed a little bit and kind of took each day as it came. People like Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, he was a real icon when I was growing up in basketball, and he will forever be my favourite basketball player.
Anderson, top of the key for three. First shot is good for Jamel Anderson.
To represent England at the Commonwealth Games in England is just something that, you know, I feel very fortunate to have been able to do. To bring home gold for England in front of all those fans, it's just goosebumps. It's just like, I'll never forget that moment, and I'll always feel proud of that achievement. Myself, Miles, Orlan, Kane, Julius, we've been talking about winning gold since the day that we got together, like 2 months before the Commonwealth Games. In our apartment where we were staying, I had written Commonwealth gold medalists, and then I wrote our names underneath it on this big chalkboard that they had in our kitchen. Nobody talked about it, but everybody saw it every day. In the lead up to the game, I would say the memories that I have is that we were quite relaxed. Everyone was quite zen, to be honest with you. We'd put in all this work, all this travelling around Europe before the Commonwealth Games. It all came down to this game. We were talking to each other the whole game, just high energy. There wasn't really a moment that I felt like we were going to lose until Australia's last shot of the game, where the ball kind of sat on the rim for a second. My heart stopped, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, when we got the rebound and Miles hit that shot, it just felt like fate. The Birmingham boy in Birmingham. Yeah, it just felt like we deserved this. My family was in the crowd. There were so many people in that crowd from so many different areas of my life that all came together to watch probably one of the most amazing moments in my career. Just overwhelming. You know, like, I can look into the crowd and it doesn't matter where I look, I'm going to see somebody that I recognize, and they're screaming at the top of their lungs for us because we've just won gold. Yeah, it's just something you'll never forget. The most nerve-wracking part of the entire Commonwealth Games was the medal ceremony, because it was so new to us. Like, playing basketball, we've been doing that our whole life. So even when the pressure really gets high, you kind of know how to deal with it. A medal ceremony for England, in England, winning the first gold for basketball, you don't know how to act. I remember just before we stepped onto the podium, we kind of talked to each other and was like, right leg, yeah? Let's everyone go right leg up first, and then we'll wave with our right hand. And we messed it up, and we were just so nervous. Miles Hessen, you know you did. Incredible, man. Just to be in that situation is just, it's amazing.
Welcome to Birmingham, the home of the British Basketball League Cup final. The Utilita Arena welcomes thousands of British Basketball League fans for the game that everybody wants to see. The London Lions and the Leicester Riders ready to go head-to-head for the British Basketball League Cup. 3 is the magic number. Riders have won this competition 3 times, and the London Lions are looking to equal them with their 3rd BBL Cup. The stage is set. It's showtime!
He's able to get it back and locked in by Phoenix. Jackson along the baseline gets Leicester's first score of the game. Best mid-range, cuts it down. Kenzie gets past Taylor, gets all the way to the basket and lays it in. Jackson off the pass.
And at the end of the first quarter, Lions with the advantage, 16-21. Both teams battling away.
Decker on his own, and he will just drop it in for 2. The big screen from Menzies, and he frees up space for McKenzie. Wheeler all the way to the rim.
And as the half-time buzzer sounds, the London Lions edge into the lead, 41-32. The Riders have got some work to do here.
Going hard to the rim again, and Patrick Whelan laying it in. And Decker knocks down his 4th three-pointer of the game. Whelan in the corner for 3. He knocks it down. Kupos with the score. Nelson with that little fall away. Oh, Best looking to pass, and in the end he was like, I'll have an easy 2. Mackenzie lobs it towards Nelson. Henry, great finish.
And with 10 more minutes of action to play, the London Lions are looking dominant. 14 points the difference. What can the Riders do to turn this all around?
Nelson Henry again on the glass with the putback. It's a 4-point game. Nice pass from Rob to Adequate for 2. Mackenzie gets to the rim and one. Kimball Mackenzie.
And that is the ball game. Is this the beginning of the London Lions dynasty? The Riders ran them close, but they come out 71-79 winners. Your 2023 champions of the British Basketball League Cup is the London Lions.
Honestly, proud of you guys. Okay, we talked from day one, right? What we're doing is not easy. Okay, coming together, enjoy it. We talked about we're laying the foundation of something that's going to last for years and years to come. Okay, hell of a job.
It's one of them. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family!
Fletcher trying to create room, step past Jimenez, and off the glass.
Wow, Ramon Fletcher there. Gets himself in the jam, gets him the up fake, takes a step to right off.
Austin Jr. now for the Phoenix. Little bit of a shake and bake. Drives in over UBL. What a play by Austin Jr.
Like a go to double team as Sharma stepped out. Bell once again thinks about the three. Gets Obi Soto in the air. Top finish by Mark-Hedrick Bell.
Sheffield come away with this. Ramsey, oh wow, what a play that was.
Loses control of it, but Cam Johnson will keep it alive. Wind out. Wraps around it. Oh my goodness gracious! Give this man some credit. I just saw Padilla White.
They're the front runners right now for both teams. Del Pesh, great pass from Del Pesh and the finish from Thomas Bell III. Wow.
Forces the switch. Tappy throws it down.
Well, here we go. The London Lions will start us off on the offensive end. Oh, backdoor can't dunk from Sharma.
Reebel is really not falling for the Patriots today.
Shoot at 27% so far. Here's the dunk kick. Goes for a 360. Two-hand. What is the book? Here's the two-handed 360 throwdown from
Giants up by 3 now. Wang goes in with your step on John. Oh my goodness! Are you serious? Shaquem Johnson has just committed a crime. He puts them on a poster. Buenas noches, Ayasaminasai. Good night to the Manchester Giants. Shaquem Johnson puts Leisure Burton on a poster.
And a very warm welcome back to the Ellesmere Port Sports Village for this BBL Championship game here. And the Cheshire Phoenix just trailed by 1, having fought their way back into this in the first half. 9 points down a couple of times, and a great end to the half for the Phoenix. And I've been joined by the Phoenix skipper, Larry Austin Jr. unfortunately is having to sit this one out. So let's ask about the injury straight away, Larry. What's the score with it?
Yeah, it's just my hamstring. Nothing too crazy. But it really hurts right now. But just take it one day at a time and just strengthen it. Just taking precautions.
So hopefully get you back strong for a big doubleheader next weekend against Caledonia and Leicester Riders, isn't it?
Yeah, big doubleheader. Looking forward to those games. But we're playing well right now. Looking forward to this game as well. Upset I couldn't be out there with the guys, but got to be healthy. So.
Absolutely. And are you a good watcher?
Yeah.
And a lot of sportsmen are very frustrated out there when they're on the sideline. Like you said, you want to be out there, but
exactly.
At least you can play your part on the bench as well. So, the new guy, Amari Archibald, seems to have fitted in really well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's playing really well. He played well last night, and then he's playing well today. He's really he can play the 1, 2, 3 position. He sees the floor really well, as you can see today. His passing ability, and also score the basketball as well. So he's playing really well. It's a good fit for us.
Absolutely, and his tail is not too dissimilar to yours, is he? Where when he was growing up, he was playing above his age group, similar to you, and had it.
Yeah.
You came through the tough way as well, didn't you? And it's made you into the player that you are today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's been great. Always playing up. It's good because you get the physicality and things like that. You get to learn a lot, and just pick everyone's brain. Just learning the game of basketball.
Absolutely, and certainly at age group level, playing up, it's the physicality of it is the big difference, isn't it? Yeah. Just 1 year above can make a huge difference when you're a teenager.
Exactly. Just that physicality. That grit. You get that grit. Get the physicality. Now you're out here playing professionally. You've already been there, done that. So now you're just another hit. So it's okay.
And how are you enjoying your second stint here? I remember we had a conversation at the end of last season, didn't we? It was wanted you back, and it was a case of unfinished business. Do you feel that you're completing that now?
I think it's been great, coming back for the second year, having a full season under my belt, as long as everything goes right. And then our team, we're going in the right direction right now. I think yesterday we really put on a great defensive clinic in that second half. We really played great basketball on both ends, really. I think we're just starting to peak, and we're just moving in the right direction. Absolutely.
And you've got the armband as well this year. Is that added responsibility a big boost for you? You pleased to have that pressure as well?
I'm just me. I really don't look at it in any kind of way. I just try to lead by example and just always talk. I was talking last year, talk this year. Just on and off the court, try to bring energy for guys and everything like that. So it's just me. It's just an armband, like you said.
And a huge opportunity as well for back-to-back finals as well, and you taking the guys. It's certainly the players that are here this year. Have you spoken to them about being in the final already and what it's like?
No, and I haven't spoken to them about the actual final yet. We're just taking it one game at a time. When we get to that point, then I'll speak on it. But we have to get there first. Like I said, we took care of Surrey last night, and next on the list is Sheffield. So going with the right mindset against them. And then just go from there.
Absolutely, and a huge boost with it being a home tie as well.
Yeah,
against
big boost.
Sheffield.
We have the 6 men. Our fans are great here. They travel with us. When they're here, they're great. So everything is great when it's coming home.
Wonderful. Do you want to sit maybe for a little while and watch this third, or are you going to go back to the bench?
I'm going to go back to the bench.
I thought you might bottle it. No worries, that's great. Thanks for your time, Larry.
No, thank you. I really appreciate it.
And wish you a speedy recovery and hope to see you back in full fettle next weekend.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Well, Larry's going back to the bench. His contribution back there. We're underway for the second half. Mike Ocharobia from the elbow. Nice little 2 over the top of Kufos there. And it gives Phoenix the first lead of the night. Zubcic there. Another look of absolute amazement on Zubcic's face. And an elbow signal being given. Zubcic, and he's still puzzled with that, you can see there. Total bemusement on Zubcic's face. Oh dear me. That's his third foul anyway. And the Phoenix come away with the ball once again. This time with Marcus Evans. Big Mike with a high screen. Allows Evans to get inside. Nice little dump back to Ocharobi. He fumbles it a bit. Archibald now though. Over the top. Best. Oh, unlucky. Big Mike manages to get the loose ball, but it just travelled over the rim. Best now for the Lions. Suluade. Luke Nelson intercepted by Jamal, and he's frustrated that he couldn't get a proper hand on it and keep it in play. Setting Marcus Evans off to his defensive responsibilities as well. Nelson drives in, dumps off to Kufos. He's short though, and Anderson comes away with it. Fast break for the Phoenix, 3-on-2. Out to Will Neighbour, he fakes the three, gives it out to Archibald from the corner pocket, and he's no good. Big rebound from Ocharobia, and great play by Jamal. This time Archibald can only find a London Lions hand. And it's going to be a Lions basketball. Well, difference of opinion here, I think. It's going to be a Phoenix basketball. So just like the first half, it's been a very, very slow start to the second half. Just about 2 minutes of this second half gone and only one score so far. And it's gone to the hometown Cheshire Phoenix. Evans driving in all the way round Zubcic. That's quick burst of pace by Evans, boarding the yard needed. And he laid it in nicely. Give the Phoenix a 3-point lead. Suluade out to Kufos. Kufos to Luke Nelson. Nelson's off left this time with his 3 attempts. Evans. Nice little shake and bake from Suluade. This time trips up but manages to get to the ball. And nice play by Archibald, but a loose ball there. Got by Nelson, and Zubcic lays it in. Well, a little bit of scrappy play there. Ended up in a Lions lay-in. And Archibald now calls the play. Out to Neighbour. Neighbour looking to get inside to Evans, but Suluade gets his feet on it again, and it will be a reset shot clock back to 14 seconds. We saw that drive in there from Marcus Evans. Quick burst of speed. Got him through that Lions defence. Will Neighbour for 3! Trademark Will Neighbour. Evans just saw that he had half a yard. That's all he needed. Catch and shoot. Nothing but string from Will Neighbour. Bags his first triple of the night. And extends the Phoenix lead out to 4. Shot clock getting low for Lions. Best has got to do something. Luke Nelson right on the buzzer. He's no good. Great rebound by Kufos. In amongst the trees there. The Phoenix bigs, Mike Ocharobia and Will Neighbour, unable to stop him making the rebound and the putback. Marcus Evans, nice little pull up on the elbow, no good. And Zubcic goes through. And this time it comes off Anderson's feet. Out for a Lions inbound. Anderson and Archibald starting to orchestrate the crowd. There's a cry of defence. Starts getting louder. Kufos inside. Finds Zubcic on the corner pocket. And Aaron Best unable to keep the ball in. And it's Phoenix ball. This is the last play, the triple from Will Neighbour. Zubcic just gave him too much room. Should know about Will Neighbour by now. Got to be bang on him, otherwise he's going to hurt you. Neighbour over the top this time from the free throw line. And a foul called by Aaron Best. Jamal Anderson holding call there. As Anderson looked to get in for the rebound, as you can see. His arm right across him. Archibald with the inbound now for the Phoenix. Will Neighbour fake the three, drives it in. Over the top to Big Mike. He's no good with the hook. I thought Will Neighbour could have gone all the way in himself there. He looked to have done the hard work. And this time the Lions turn it over. And Neighbour comes away with it. Anderson driving all the way in. No good, but put back by Big Mike. Superb play by Mike Otcherobia on the follow through. And the foul called on Kufos as well. Superb play. Very similar to, I think it was Kufos in the first half who did something akin to that. Great work by Big Mike on the follow-up. Zubcic taking a seat. Sharma back into the action. And Big Mike unable to get the bonus. Spoiled that run tonight. I think everyone was 100% with that bonus shot so far. Phoenix holding a 4-point lead, in and out from Best from range. And with that last foul as well, that puts Lions in the penalty. Just over 4.5 minutes of this third quarter left. Archibald out to Will Neighbour. Will Neighbour for three, off left this time. Nelson now for the Lions. Out to Suloade. Suloade at the top of the key to Kufos. Kufos, all the time in the world just to put that in. Big Mike not closing him down fast enough. And again, another player that will hurt you from range. Evans. Nice big high screen from Big Mike there. Finds Anderson. Jamal with the triple. Oh, that's in and out again. A couple of attempts at either end, just looking as if they'd drop and then somehow defying the laws of gravity and coming back out again. Nelson, a little jab step with Anderson. He goes all the way around Big Mike, looks to find someone inside, but there's no one there apart from a blue Phoenix vest. Marcus Evans whips the ball round to Jamal. Jamal inside to Big Mike. He drops it in. Nice play by the Phoenix there. Quick ball movement initially. The drive in by Anderson. Found Otcherobia and he just dropped it in. Takes the Phoenix lead back out to 4. Nelson, good work. But Sharma fumbles it. And he's on the floor. And the ball deemed to come off a Phoenix player last. So it's going to be end-line play with just 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Will Neighbour and Amari Archibald sitting down. Teague and Jack coming in for the Phoenix. Aaron Best sitting down and Hubron coming in for the Lions. As the Cryer defence goes up again here in the Ellesmere Port Sports Village. Ball out to Nelson. Nelson, is he aware of the shot clock? Oh, and the foul given right on the buzzer on Big Mike. Yeah, you can see he was just running back there. His arms were up in the air, but he's at the side of Luke Nelson. You're always going to get called for them. To say nothing more frustrating as a coach. Giving a call away right on the buzzer there. Done all your defensive work for that play. Just giving it up right at the death. And especially with someone as accomplished as Luke Nelson. Oh, as I say that, commentator's curse. Striking, Luke Nelson misses his first attempt of the night. So that's 5 from 6 now from the line for Nelson. Big Mike now looking to go to work. Out to Teague for 3. And T gets his first triple of the night. And that wakens the EPSV crowd up and gives the Phoenix their biggest lead of the night, 6. And another offensive foul. This time called on Wojciech Kubram. And that's going to be his 4th. Again, another look of bemusement on his face. You can see a shrug of the shoulders there as Aaron Best comes in. Coach Schmidt querying it as well. Irrespective, it's been called. And he's sitting down. So Best probably in a little bit sooner than he intended. Teague driving in. Oh, the teardrop no good. In amongst the trees there. Big Lions defence of Sharma and Kufos. Best nearly intercepted by Anderson. Oh, nice play by Kufos into Sharma. He gets fouled going in. Foul called on Marcus Evans. It's going to be his 3rd. And Josh Sharma will go to the line for 2 shots. Marcus Evans takes a seat. Fine game last night he had, leading all scorers on 25 points. In that trophy quarter-final tie down at the Surrey Sports Park. Sharma good with both of his. All his points so far coming from the line. And trim that deficit down to 4. Phoenix lead 51-47. 100 seconds of this quarter left. Maceo just off front there from the corner. 3 attempts. Lions moving the ball round well. Nelson on the wing. He looks to drive in. Nice shot for Luke Nelson. Takes his personal tally up to 19, game high. And trims it to a 1-shot game. Nice play by, oh, unlucky. Archibald saw Jack on the baseline cutting in. Sulawade ties things up at 51s. Inside the final 60 seconds of the quarter. Archibald down low to Anderson. Anderson for the long 2. Rebound picked up by Sharma. Nelson over the top of everybody. I think he got caught in 2 minds there. He saw Kufos on the lead, part of that transition. Then saw Sulawade at the corner of his eye. Looked to change his mind and ended up doing neither. So Phoenix back in possession. Anderson from the corner again. 3-point attempts. It's missed everything this time. And a foul there by Maceo Jack. In and around the waist of Josh Sharma. And up close and personal to him there. It's Jack's first foul of the game. And 23.7 seconds left in this quarter, so the shot clock's off. Lions with possession. Ball in the hands of Luke Nelson. High screen there by Kufos. Ball whipped out to Best. Best from the corner for the triple. He's good. And that will give the Lions the lead at the end of this quarter. Great work there by the Lions. Set up that play. Found Lions open. So it found the Best open in the corner. And duly obliged with the 3-point attempt. So we'll go into the final 10 minutes of this game. Just one shot in it. Lions lead 54-51. Luke Nelson leading all scorers on 19 points. Mike Ocherobi, the only other player in double figures so far. He's on 10 for the Phoenix. So, busy week for the Phoenix. Their next game is away up north of the border on Friday night, 17th of February, against the Caledonia Gladiators, their fellow trophy semi-finalists. That's a 7:30 tip-off, and they'll be at home here next Sunday in Ellesmere Port Sports Village, where they entertain the Leicester Riders. It's sure to be one heck of a game. It always is when the Riders are in town. Coach Paternoster and co. So, if you can be here for that one, make sure you are. Otherwise, tune in to the BBL YouTube channel and watch it here. Lions, again, as I said, have a busy week. They're at home to Surrey on Tuesday night. That's the 7:30 tip-off in the Copper Box. And then they've got a game again at home on Sunday next week. They entertain the Bristol Flyers. So a top-of-the-table clash there. And coming into that stage of the season when every game really starts to mean something. Head-to-heads at stake. Head-to-head already taken here tonight by London Lions. They've met 3 times this season so far. The Phoenix and the Lions. Lions winning all 3 of them. Last meeting was at the end of January down at the Copper Box when the Lions beat the Phoenix 89-79. Best again and gets fouled as he goes in. He'll go to the line for a bonus. Foul on David Ulf. And a chance to extend the Lions lead out to 6 points. Last time they were here in Cheshire, the Lions took that one, again scoring 89 points to the 74 of the Phoenix. And they also won the opening tie of this season between these two teams, 75-60 at the Copper Box back in October. So the head-to-head sealed before tonight's game. But still two vital championship points for both sides to play for here. Phoenix to cement 4th spot. Lions to take a clear lead at the top at the moment. They're tied on 34 points with Bristol Flyers, but they've got 4 games in hand on them. So, effectively, top of the table, so to speak. And certainly will be if they win tonight. 5 seconds on the shot clock here. Step away by Teague. Oh, this is not good this time. And the ball's bouncing around Maceo Jack. He just steadies things down, gives it back to Archibald. Archibald gives it back to Jack, who had a good 3-point look there, but just rolled across the top of the rim. Nice play inside. Oh, good ball movement by the Lions. Zubcic finds Kaboza out in the corner pocket for 3. But Sharma picks up the rebound and tips it in. And all of a sudden, the Lions have an 8-point lead. Maceo Jack, no good. David Hull tries to tip it back, but it can only tip it as far as Zubcic. Kaboza now for the Lions. Out to Zubcic from the corner pocket. He's short. Hull picks up the boards. Archibald now for the Phoenix. High screen there by David Hull. And good block there by Sharma as Teague went in. No whistle came. nearly travelled them best. He stopped dribbling and all of a sudden realised he had no outlet. Best for a triple. And extends the Lions lead out to double digits. Just over 2 minutes of this quarter gone. And the Lions lead by 11. And the main cause of that has come from the hand of Aaron Best. Scored a triple in the final play of the third quarter. And he scored 6 of the 8 points this quarter for the Lions as well. Takes his tally up to 12. And all of a sudden the Phoenix are up against it again, having fought their way back into this tie and had a 6-point lead at one stage in the third quarter. They silenced this lively Ellesmere Port crowd as well. Just one point I forgot to mention on last night's game against Surrey. Surrey are without the services of Quincy Taylor now, a former favourite here in Ellesmere Port. Played for the Phoenix a few seasons ago. He's left to go back home for the birth of his third child. So if you're watching this, Quincy, but all the very best from everybody here. Hope everything goes well at home for you and your family and your new addition. Evans now for the Phoenix, looking to get things moving again. Phoenix scoreless in this final quarter. Teague off the glass, no good with his what's coming a trademark spin move from Tajai Teague. This time is no good. Best now for the Lions, a little bit of a shake and bake. Whips it over to Salawade, who's unmarked in the corner pocket, and another triple. And all of a sudden the Lions look to be breezing this one. That's a 14-0 lead either side of that third quarter. 14-0 run, I should say. And Maceo Jack short again with his three. Can only find the front rim. He's not from 4 attempts so far tonight. That's one thing that's let the Phoenix down. Just 4 from 19 attempts, whereas the Lions are 7 from 21. And great ball movement again from the Lions. They're just doing this as a breeze now. The Phoenix have just gone completely off the boil. Looking to be contenders in this one. 16 points behind. $13 unanswered points in this quarter. Maceo's got to go up. And the shot clock's gone again. 24 seconds. And Coach Thomas is calling his second timeout already. He's not happy whatsoever with this. As Best drives in, he gets fouled. A foul on Amari Archibald. And Coach Thomas calls a second timeout already. As this tie has been turned on its head. Phoenix, as I say, battled back into this one and taken a 6-point lead towards the end of the third quarter. But they've come out in this fourth quarter just completely flat. And it's flattened this home crowd as well too. Mike Schaff trying to get things livened up. Strange and Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline. I somehow think it's going to find that difficult tonight as well. Everyone's shell-shocked in here. The way the Lions have come out in this fourth quarter. So as we said, it's been a shock. A weekend full of shocks in the trophy. Caps this week, earlier today, down at the Plymouth Pavilions with Derby Trailblazers beat the Plymouth City Patriots 99 points to 89. Malcolm Smith top scoring with 36 points for Derby, including 5 boards. And a former Phoenix favourite here as well, Raheem May Thompson, who plays for Derby. Now he scored 12 points and 5 boards as well in that victory. So they'll be looking forward to that semi-final, I'm sure, against the Caledonia Gladiators. And a completely different prospect, I'm sure, for Coach Murray and his charges to contend with. Be interesting to see who will prevail in that one. So Best good with both free throws and extends the Lions lead out to 18 now. Teague outside to Neighbour. Neighbour for 3. He's off right this time. Sharma goes down off the ball. Winters a little there, but he's back up on his feet okay.
As you may know from earlier this weekend, the Phoenix are through to the BBL Trophy semi-final. That means they'll be taking on the Sheffield Sharks.
And we're underway once again. Bradley Caboza with the ball. Best looking to drive in. Gives it out to Zubcic. Zubcic back to Caboza. Caboza driving in. Drops it off to Sharma, who stuffs it home and gets the and one. Great work by Caboza inside. Driving in and then just dished it off to Sharma. Fine young British talent, Bradley Caboza, burst onto the scene last season. Had a fantastic trophy final against the winners, obviously the hometown Cheshire Phoenix. Really made everyone sit up and take notice of his young promise then, in that final in particular. Fearless young man. And signed a multi-year deal contract with the Lions. And obviously nurture him through his formative years, I'm sure. Develop his play and amongst the talent that he's got around him on the training court every day. Certainly one to keep an eye on and follow his career over the next few years, that's for sure. Archibald for his 3 attempt, he's short. Will Neighbour with a hook shot, he misses. And over 5 minutes of this final quarter gone, and still the Phoenix remain scoreless. Oh, but we should get one now, hopefully. Tajay Teague stuffs it home. In and around Caboza on the defence. He just lets him go. And 5.5 minutes is taken Phoenix to register their first score in this quarter. How's the game gone? Rebound by Sharma. He gives it back out to Caboza. Caboza back to Nelson. He thought about the 3. Gives it back to Hubron. Hubron dishes out to Sharma, who again rams it home. Superb play by the London Lions, and they're just dancing through the Phoenix defence. Neighbour for 3. He's good. Now starting to get things moving for the Cheshire Phoenix, but is it too little too late? 18 points the difference. Just over 3.5 minutes of this contest left. Oh, nice move again by the Lions. And again it's Sharma who rams it home. Beautiful whip pass inside by Luke Nelson. And Sharma did the rest. Maceo Jack over the top of Zubcic. Oh, he nearly tipped it back in his own basket then of the rebound. But Hubron comes away with it. Back to Zubcic. Hubron to Caboza. Caboza on, blocked by Maceo Jack. Came in on the side of him. Saw the opportunity there, the mismatch on the size. And a great block by Maceo Jack. He takes a seat. Jamal Anderson comes in. Josh Sharma also takes a seat. Great work by him. Big smile on Coach Schmidt's face. First two-handed slam there. The assist by Hubran and a brilliant pass inside there by Luke Nelson. This time a one-handed slam. Coach Schmidt very pleased with his efforts there as he came to take a rest. Neighbour thought about the three, gave it back to Archibald. Good ball movement this time by the Phoenix. Jamal's no good from the corner pocket. That's really let the Phoenix down tonight. 5 from just 23 attempts so far. 8 from 23 for the London Lions. Subcic gives it to Hubron. That's 8 from 24 now. Just over 2 minutes left. Teague goes in. Comaghan couldn't do anything to stop him. Nelson now for the Lions. A whip pass again by Nelson to Comaghan in the corner pocket, and he hits the triple. That brings the London Lions bench up on their feet. Jonathan Comaghan, his second triple of the night. And Jamal Anderson again, this time from the corner pocket. Replies with 3 of his own. But this fourth quarter display by the London Lions has just flattened things completely here in the Ellesmere Port Sports Village. 27 points to 10 so far in this quarter.
When the Leicester Riders come into town next Sunday, the 19th of February, and we go at...
It's killed the game stone dead. Coach Schmidt now able to run some of his youngsters, Jonathan Comaghan being one of them. He's 100% 2 from 2 3-point range. Luke Nelson leading all scorers on 21 points. And Josh Sharma completing a double-double, 17 points and 12 rebounds. Dominating the boards this half as well, the London Lions. Pretty even at half-time. $18 rebounds to 17 in favour of the Lions. In the second half, they've taken that out to 43-31. And that's just been part of the story. Nelson inside the last 90 seconds of this. Luciani. He tries his hand from 3 and he's good for a triple as well. Foul called on Marcus Evans. Basket's goal good. Foul on Bradley Caboza. And Evans will go to the line for the bonus. So will the Lions score 89 points for the third time this season against the Phoenix? Oh wow, that's woefully short from Marcus Evans there. I don't think it hit the net, at the bottom of the net. Immaterial it is though at this stage. Very quiet game compared to his performance last night. Say 25 points he returned down at Surrey last night, just 6 points to his name this evening. Inside the final 60 seconds and superb play again, orchestrated by that man at the top, Luke Nelson. This time to Hubron inside and he rams it home one-handed. Superb vision again from Luke Nelson. That's his 9th assist of the night, so one short of a double-double. Marcus Evans out to Archibald. Archibald a little teardrop no good. Waluciami, no goal. Jonathan Colmagan looks to try and stuff back the offensive board. No good. And then the foul called on Marcus Evans. That's his fourth. 35 seconds to go. Lions. This time Luke Nelson takes it himself. Oh, dear me. Miles out by his high standards. I'll say not that it matters at this late stage. Fine effort by him. And the rest of the Lions. Evans inside to Teague. Teague this time rams it home himself. He's got the team high 14 points for the Phoenix. Kaboza. This will be the last play of the tie. As the clock ticks down. Archibald keeping him to his work. But that will do you. Not quite 89 this time for the Phoenix, for the Lions I should say. 86, but they run out worthy winners. 86 points to 65. And it was that final quarter that really did the damage. Certainly that first couple of minutes as far as the Phoenix are concerned. So just 3 points in it. Going into the final stanza. And then a huge opening. I think it was 18-0 that opening run in the final quarter for the London Lions. Saw that one out. So disappointing end to the weekend for the Phoenix. Looking to make it back-to-back back-to-back victories, having had the good trophy win on Friday night, but couldn't replicate that here back in the league tonight. So I'm joined here by unusually not a victorious coach, as we've said the past few weeks, Ben Thomas. Thanks for joining us, Ben. Obviously very disappointing end to that one. What went wrong in the fourth?
Lions changed up the defence multiple times. We had great looks at the basket, but it just wasn't going down. It just wasn't our night. Fatigue's playing a part at that point in the night. Do you know what I mean? But look, they deserve the win. Congratulations to them. But we've just got to move on from this as quickly as we can.
Just put it down to a bad fourth quarter at the office, really. Like you say, sometimes that happens, and there's not a great deal you can do about it.
Yeah, I think it was the end of the third as well. There was a 2-minute spell where we just couldn't get a basket, and then obviously that went into the fourth. And it was a struggle for a little while. We started getting a couple of easy ones attacking the basket, but it was too late at the time. So
I think the main point to take from this, obviously, is that people come out of this healthy and ready for a big weekend next weekend away at Caledonia Friday night. Then Leicester Riders back here. It doesn't get any easier, and obviously nursing through Larry for make sure he's fit for next weekend as well.
Yeah, like you say, we're lucky to get through it. Low on numbers, obviously back-to-back games never easy, but we've got a big game on Friday that we've got to really turn our focus to now.
Yeah, big chance there to cement that fourth place. And like I say, it's condensing up in that middle, and we've got to win that, haven't you, for the head-to-head as well?
Yeah, it's on the line. There's no points difference, even though we've won them twice, beat them twice so far. So yeah, we've got to make sure we get that win.
I'll let you go back to your squad, and hopefully have a good week. And we'll see you here next Sunday, and good luck at north of the border Friday night.
Cheers, Mark. Thank you.
So very disappointed, Coach Thomas. Going back to the locker room there. So he chalked that one down to experience. Sometimes it just doesn't go for you. We saw last Sunday, in that first half here, against Newcastle Eagles, if it could have gone wrong for them, it went wrong. Obviously they lost Ben Mockford to injury early on, and they lost David Cohen to second tee. Just over 12 minutes of the tie gone. And it wasn't that bad in that fourth quarter for the Phoenix tonight, but we've just been through spells of this season where they've gone through spells where they've just totally dried up with the shots. And normally the defence has held out, but tonight against experienced campaigners such as Zubcic, Hubram, Kufas, obviously the damage done by inside there by Josh Sharma as well, and orchestrated at the top of the key by another fantastic performance by Luke Nelson as well. If you give these team like Lions any opportunity to hurt you, they really will. And ably assisted by their young triumvirate as well, Bradley Caboza, Jonathan Comaghan and Zamoko Waluchiumi. Some young players there to keep an eye on. Bradley Caboza, for me in particular, fantastic young guard there, as you can see there. Waluchiumi with his 3-point from range. So we'll wrap this up tonight. The London Lions going away from here victorious, 86 points to 65. Luke Nelson, top scorer at 21 points and 9 assists. Just one short of that double-double. But the man with a double-double was Josh Sharma, with 17 points and 12 rebounds. As I say, big weekend ahead coming up for the Cheshire Phoenix, away up in Glasgow against the Caledonia Gladiators on Friday night. 7:30 tip there, and at home next Sunday against the Leicester Riders. So try and be down here for it. But a date for your diary is 3 weeks today, semi-final of the trophy, where the Cheshire Phoenix entertain the Sheffield Sharks. Again, it'll be a 5:30 tip here at Ellesmere Port. Looking for a full house here that night, I'm sure it will be. But for now, from tonight, I hope you've enjoyed the coverage once again. Be sure to tune in on the BBL YouTube channel. So from me, Mark Timperley, stay safe out there, take care, and good night.
What's in a name? It's legacy, it's history, it's respect. And this season, names become legend. This is passion, this is power, this is our culture. This is Newcastle, Bristol, Caledonia, Sheffield, Plymouth, London, Manchester, Surrey, Cheshire, Leicester. This is basketball. So know our passion, our power, our culture. Know our name.